Alright guys, we are back with our death runs. We are going to do a 444 level Iridescent Deathrun today, and that is going to go onto my YouTube. I will also create a short out of it, and that is what we will be doing. Be my second death run that I will upload onto YouTube, and then obviously I'll make a short out of it, and I'll do that with every video from now on. I also have yet to start on my actual game walkthroughs, so we will be getting into that either tonight or we will be doing that another day, but we will be getting back into that, so that'll be some fun. We did try and do this death run before, but we had some technical issues, so we hope that this has now stopped freezing and lagging and doing things like that. But I did this, I've done this death run before, and you get really good XP off it. The further along you do it, the more XP you get. And I think every 3 checkpoints I got about easily 9,000 XP off doing it. So it's something I definitely did enjoy playing before. You do get a lot of good XP off this, so I highly recommend it. And then, like I said, it's going to go onto my YouTube channel, which it should be at the top of my Twitch about section. I did update it the other day, so I'm not too sure if it's still there. If it isn't, then it's the exact same username on YouTube. So it still looks like it's made. Oh mate, I love it when it does this. No matter what happens though guys, we are going to still post it on YouTube, because I tried re-uploading it about 3-4 times before, and it just kept lagging and it kept freezing and glitching around, like you've probably just seen yourself, which is very annoying. But regardless of what happens, we are going to try and carry on playing this until it becomes unplayable to play. Before, it was getting to the stage where literally every time you'd make any kind of move, it would literally freeze right in front of you, and you'd be moved forward, you'd be moved backwards, you'd be able to go down the bottom of that, and then it would suddenly glitch you back to where you just come from. And that is the problem with this game at the moment. On Fortnite, there's a lot of laggy issues. It's nothing to do with my Wi-Fi as well, because my fiance and her mother play Fortnite in the same vicinity, and you could even say, well, they're the reason why it's always laggy and things like that. But their gameplay never gets as laggy or as bad. It does sometimes get laggy, but it doesn't get as laggy as mine. So we're not too sure why that happens. I have looked in investing in a VPN. You know, I heard a VPN's very good at being able to do that kind of thing. You know, I did a bit of research on it. Some things said it was something to do with the internet bandwidth. Others was like, you know, there was a bunch of information on Google that would tell me why it kept lagging about all the time. So I definitely might invest into a VPN. I do believe there is cheating on the game, like I've said many of times. I've got a section on TikTok that actually does, well, has got loads of clips of cheaters playing the game, basically. I don't think this case scenario is people that are, you know, in Battle Royale I think it is, but I don't think in terms of the death runs and creatives that people are deliberately freezing your game out. You know, I have heard of DDoS attacks, which basically means anytime you are near that opponent, the opponent immediately freezes you so that you are lagging about and you know, you're basically moving around like you're unable to play properly. And it gives them that advantage of having better gameplay than you. You know, in circumstances in the past, it has just been down to people's internet. In my occasion, you know, it's not the case, because if it was my internet, then my fiance and her mum would also have the same issue, but they don't. You know, they don't have the same issue. They do get laggy from time to time, but it's not as often as it happens to me. So it's very annoying. But it's seeming to be okay at the moment. You know, the lagginess is kind of toned down a bit. Hopefully after me saying that, it doesn't go back to being extremely laggy. And it always seems to be the case with Fortnite, because as you know, I've done a couple of game walkthroughs. I've gone back into that. I've gone and updated my whole YouTube genre. My YouTube was a bit all over the place at the start. It had music on it, you know, had inspirational, motivational stuff on there, which was all great. I had a couple of views from it, you know, not literally a couple, you know, I had like a few hundred views off it. Are we back yet? So this is what I'm talking about. You know, this is what I was talking about. The lagginess is a joke on this game. You know, being able to completely freeze you out all the time, it's very annoying. But as I was just saying before it froze me out again, I've updated my YouTube completely. It had all different stuff on it, but and it had a few views on it, quite a few hundred views, but I wanted to narrow it down a bit. I wanted to make it a lot better and a lot more easier to manage. And considering I'm not really going to be posting any of the content that I've done in the past, it would kind of take away the point of me having that on the channel anymore. So I've narrowed it down into a gaming channel, and it's, you know, it's very simple. It's just going to be Fortnite related content. I'm not going to put any Battle Royale stuff on there. I don't know why this isn't setting off. I'm not really going to put any Battle Royale stuff on there, because a lot of the time there are people, in my opinion, there is a lot of BS on the game. You know, there are obviously better players than me, but I also think there is a lot of BS that goes on in the game that I quite frankly don't want to be putting out there. Apart from posting clips, which I do. I put clips onto TikTok. I post, you know, Fortnite victories. I'm not a terrible player. You can see my level there, you know what I mean? If I was a terrible player, I wouldn't be up to that level. And that's not me being cringeworthy either. It's just me telling the truth. So I'm going to do death runs onto YouTube. I'm going to do other creatives when I, you know, do them. The streaming with friends will tie in to Fortnite most probably now. But I also might be playing that with the hope of being able to play other games as well. I'm trying to basically... nice one. But, and then I'll obviously be doing game walkthroughs, which I've been getting into recently. I've done... what was it called now? I think it was something like What Remains of Edith Finch, which was a really good game. Really enjoyed playing that. It was all about each one of the family members of the Finches and how they all died, basically. And that was just basic massive bad luck on their part, so because all the family kind of died in their own little ways, and it was sad, but it was a really eye-opening game. You know, how to value life and how to, you know, see how to value your time around things, you know what I mean? That was the message of the game. So I'll obviously be doing other walkthroughs. There's another game that I've got recently installed at the moment. I will pass that then. I'm not going to tell you what the game's going to be called. That's the surprise of it at the moment. But I can't wait to play it. It will be the next walkthrough, and we will keep it going like that. And each time I make a video, I will be posting a short with it. I've been doing really well on the views in terms of the shorts recently, which I appreciate. You know, it's the engagement is all I want out of the videos that I post and gameplay that I make. And obviously the engagement of it, which is fantastic. You know, I appreciate anyone that comes on and, you know, follows my channel, or if they want to follow my channel. But I'll also not, you know, if you also don't want to follow my channel and you just want to watch the content, see what I mean with the lag in there? I'll wait for it to go back to normal again. Again, Fortnite needs to sort their game out. I keep trying to say this message, but every time I say it, it keeps kind of jumping forward, jumping backwards. You know, the usual thing that keeps happening on Fortnite is it's terrible fucking laggy state. You know, I don't even mind, because obviously I die and there are people that cheat on the game, and that is very annoying too. I don't like dying to people who cheat at the game on purpose, and people do cheat on Fortnite. You know, people have said in the past, oh no, there's no cheaters on Fortnite. Mate, I've watched a TikTok live, right? And it was a guy that was spinning around the whole time, and he didn't even have to do anything. He'd have all these little red lines coming off his character. You'd see everyone around the map. You'd see people behind walls. And as soon as they go near to the player, their gun would automatically aim at that player. And I've seen like at least 3 people now on TikTok live who have been not caring at all, posting the fact that they cheat on the game. Do you know what I mean? And it's very obvious at this point that people cheat on Fortnite, which I've always said is, you know, if you cheat at the game, you're worse than someone that is terrible at the game, you know, and I'm not the best at the game. I don't go on build mode because I can't build. I've never really been massive on the building side. I started Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7 and I haven't been a major builder, and that's why I don't play on build mode. I also find it a more... I froze again. Are we back again? Mate, this is a joke. It is a joke. Because, again, I've just been frozen out. Then I've been chucked that backwards and been chucked forwards and into the spikes. Incredible lags. Again. But, Fortnite to a T, isn't it? Like I was saying again, before I've been frozen out once again, is that I don't play on build mode because I'm not the best builder. You know, I've never really been a major builder on Fortnite, and I'll admit that. But I also appreciate a more realistic approach to the game, because in real life, I know it's only a game. People will say, well, it's only a game, and you're right. But in real life, are you going to build a wall around yourself when someone attacks you, for example? Now, if you're ever in a situation where you're being attacked, are you going to build a wall around you, or are you going to defend yourself, or, you know, find a way of avoiding it without building a wall right in front of you? That's my take on it. But a lot of people like build mode. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm just saying I'm trash at playing build mode, and that's what I will admit. But when people cheat on the game, I'm not, you know, I don't lie about it. People do cheat on the game, and I've seen about 3 people doing that. I don't know why this isn't setting off again. I've seen about 3 people on TikTok live that do this spinning round thing. I've even got a video demonstrating it. If you go onto my TikTok account, which is Lion Clown Official, you'll see video footage, because I've got it as a playlist on Fort Hack content. You see on the playlist, I've actually got a screen recording of a guy who's spinning around. I've got a full 10 minutes of him doing that. Am I back again? This has now lagged and froze me out 4 times. So I'm going to keep count of this now. Because, you know, I'm not even going to end the game. The last 2 streams I did was trying to do this death run today, and it's froze me. Oh, it's over there. And it's froze me out a number of occasions, and I get mad with the game. I got mad with the game, and I didn't want to do the death run. But now, obviously, I want to do the death run because I want to show you how bad this game is in terms of lag, and it needs to be fixed. The people who make the game need to fix their game. They won't though, but I'm still going to post it and show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I was so close then. You know, because the amount of lag on this game is just incredible. And it just is an eye-opener, really, for a game that's meant to be a billionaire company. You know, they're enabling people to continuously freeze out all the time, and enabling cheaters on the game, but that's another story. Are we gonna make this jump? Right, I need to figure out how to. We've got to that part. There we go. Nice one. As I said, you know, Fortnite enables people to cheat on the game. It enables all the bugs to go on the game where you're freezing all the time. In this occasion, I personally don't think there's people that are cheating on this game at this moment in time. In terms of me freezing out here, it's just a term of this game having a bug on it. And as I said before, I tried to not stream it because I was getting fed up of it, the amount of times it was lagging out all the time. But I want to show you, how this is happening, how it keeps lagging out all the time. It's now the 5th time that throws me out, and it's making me look terrible. So guys, I'm going to keep a number that's going to keep going. Each time it keeps lagging and freezing, I'm going to say the number. We are now on number 6 amount of times that it's lagged and froze. I missed that completely. Tempted to call this Fort Lag Deathrun because obviously it keeps freezing. Now obviously I understand that people sometimes can't get games to be perfect, and you know, there are obviously going to be bugs, there's going to be issues on the game which, you know, needs to be fixed, but it happens that many times on Fortnite that it's almost like the people who create the game don't care. You know, if it happened once, twice, every month, I would expect it to be fixed, but I would accept that, you know, accidents happen, things happen in the game. It is just one of those kind of situations. But when it happens pretty much every other day, every day, wouldn't say it's every day, but majority of days, where, you know, you've got games that freeze, or, you know, you've got people that are obviously cheating at the game, where they could one-shot you and you'd have full health, full shield, or, you know, there'd be other occasions where they come out of nowhere with no footstep indication, or there's many situations where you shoot someone about 5-6 times with 5 different weapons, a full clip of an assault rifle and 2 bullets of a shotgun, for example, and they'll come along, shoot you with 2 shotgun bullets and instantly down you, or kill you, depending on if the rest of your squad are dead or not, or gone. Seventh time, guys. 7th time now that the game is lagged. A number of 7 times that the game's lagged. So as I was saying, once again, before I got interrupted, you know, the fact that Fortnite enable this kind of thing, it really does tell you a lot about the game. You know, the fact that someone that could easily fix the bugs and kick people who cheat out very easily, they decide not to, because the reason they don't do that, guys, is because money talks, you know, and the more people on the game, the more you are able to get away with things. They don't fix their bugs, and I get really annoyed because obviously, and this is another reason why I don't want to post my Battle Royale content, because majority of the time the things I get annoyed about, and you know, when I get annoyed, obviously I'll say something that you know, it shouldn't be said. I'll say something that is pretty nasty, and these are occasions why I don't post, because, you know, in terms of the death run, although it's very annoying when you keep freezing, I don't think it's, you know, someone that's cheating on the game that's enabling it to happen. I do think the servers are somewhat messed up because of the cheating on the game, which might cause, you know, the creatives, because the Deathrun is a creative. The reason I haven't labelled it as a Fortnite creative, because obviously on my YouTube account I've got it. I've got Fortnite Deathrun, and then I've got Fortnite creatives. And the reason I don't put Fortnite Deathruns as a Fortnite creative is because I don't see it as, it is a creative, but I don't see it as a creative. I see it as a different thing altogether. I also posted the Deathrun, which, you know, you could turn around and say, well, yes, okay, you've posted the Deathrun before you made the Fortnite creative, but I personally would say that it's mainly because I don't see it as a creative. I see it as a different thing altogether. You know, creatives are more like free-for-alls, or, you know, special event kind of situations. You do get new Deathruns, but these are more like an everyday kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? While with like a Fortnite creative, it's like a special event. For an example, there was a murder mystery creative that I've got uploaded onto my YouTube. There was another one that I did that was a zombie one. And these were all like new ones. These were all like creatives that, you know, they're like special occasions, and I don't see Deathruns. I see them as a special occasion, but I don't see them in the same bracket. You know, that's just my opinion anyway. But let me just get past this one. But anyway, yeah, my opinion is that, if, you know, Fortnite needs to sort out their you know, the amount of times it lags. I don't understand why Fortnite don't fix and get rid of the people who cheat on the game. I also don't understand how they can't, you know, make sure the game doesn't lag. You know, the amount of times it lags on this game is a joke. It's happened 7 times so far. Hasn't happened since at the moment. But, you know, it can ruin a video, and the second time I streamed it earlier, it cut my live stream off completely, to the point where, you know, I just couldn't even upload it, because it cuts off the stream off, disrupts the stream, and I don't want to be I don't want that to be happening, obviously, because I want the stream to be all good. I don't want there to be any kind of lagginess in the stream. I want it to be all high quality, all, you know, so that it's good for people to watch, which is obviously the reason why I'm posting it. So that's my little rant on Fortnite anyway. But I do enjoy the Deathruns, like these, you know, the good side of Fortnite. Now let's talk about the good side of Fortnite. So good side of Fortnite is you get a good amount of XP. This one just alone, I think I've just done 600 XP at the moment per checkpoint. Now obviously if I reach the checkpoint before it times out, I'm assuming there's like a little timer, it gives you more, and it kind of doubles. So each time you reach a checkpoint before that number disappears, it will double each time. And so I could end up, if I made it from this one to that one to that one before that number disappeared from the screen, I would make 3 times the amount that it would be to start with. So it would obviously be, at this moment in time, it would be 635 times 3, which, you know, is pretty obvious. Where? There it is. Ah, mate. I only just got into that area where I could get hit by that. So we're going to continue. Oh, it's now 1119 XP. Don't know why he didn't jump then, because I did press the button to jump. You know, so the good side of Fortnite. Good XP that you get from death runs. Get a lot of people playing the game all around the world. I think that's pretty cool. Excuse me. I think that it's awesome that anyone can play it. It's all free. You get cross platforms as well, so you know you're able to play it on PC. I think Nintendo Switch as well. You've got Xbox, PlayStation. I think you can now even play it on mobile. I think it's come up on my mobile anyway, which I've got a Samsung S10, which is a bit outdated at this moment in time now. I think it's on Samsung S23. Didn't even know there were spikes behind me then. Not spikes, that's whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. It's like darts, isn't it? Like poison darts, that's what you call it. But yeah, you know, on the Samsung S10, which is a bit outdated, but it's not outdated enough to play Fortnite. And I'd imagine that it would be extremely laggy on a device like that, because, you know, it's a mobile phone. I could be completely wrong. I've never personally played it on the S10, but there is an option there where I could download it and play it. Personally, it will take up a lot of, that's the only problem, it takes up a lot of gigabytes on the phone, depending on what phone you've got and what you use it for. I obviously use all my content on there. You know, I use my TikTok platform, I've got a YouTube channel, as I've said. I also use Facebook, but I don't obviously give that out as that's private information. Oh no. Should have waited for my energy bar to come back up. But I just don't have enough storage space. I've also got other things on there. Amazing bit of lagging that worked in my favour that time, to be honest. But I've just recently hit 50,000 followers onto TikTok now, which is a major, you know, a major achievement for me, in my opinion. And I appreciate everyone that obviously follows me on there. This will be posted obviously to YouTube. I don't post my death runs onto TikTok, because for the sole purpose that it's just for YouTube, which is the benefit of people who are watching on YouTube, which will be you guys obviously. So you know, you've got that benefit in terms of my content. My finger fell off the button then, so I'll accept that L. But what I do put onto, so I won't do a full walkthrough. You obviously can only post a certain amount of minutes onto a video onto TikTok at this moment in time. It might change by the time you see this or in the future. But the max is actually 10 minutes at the moment, where you're able to post, you know, that's the maximum amount of minutes you can post on a video onto TikTok. And I don't want to be doing, I've done a part 1 and part 2, but I don't want to do a full 10-minute, 2 full 10-minute clips, as it just gets, TikTok isn't that type of platform, you know, it's all for clips and You know, I mean, people might like it and use it as that as a platform, but nah, in my opinion, it isn't. TikTok isn't that kind of platform for me, anyway. Well, I don't use it like that, but doesn't mean that people might, you know, people might want to use it like that. But I post my full content onto YouTube, so that'll be where all my full walkthroughs will be, all my full death runs and creatives will be. I think I need to run onto this or sprint or something. That's what I need to do. Okay. But obviously I will be posting the one benefit about TikTok though that I don't post on YouTube, for the reasons that I've said before, is that I always get caught out here, is that I do post Battle Royale clips onto my TikTok, and you see all my Fortnite victories, and then obviously you'll see my you know, other things like killing someone with a heavy sniper, or just basic clips, you know, like that won't be on my YouTube. I do, one thing that I do post from YouTube and onto TikTok is that I've got walkthroughs, so I'll do the full walkthrough onto YouTube, and I'll do the clips, so it'll be like a little 1 minute, 2 minute clip onto TikTok. So that is what I will do on there. But anyway, I don't want to waffle on, guys. Obviously, like I said before, we're on to 7 at this moment in time with the amount of times it's lagged. I'm trying to... The reason I keep jumping into these spikes, because at this stage what you need to do is you need to jump towards the spikes and then jump back onto that pad that'll move you backwards. I don't think there's any other way. Oh, you can do that, I suppose, but again, it'll see, I've kind of just done that and I failed doing that. Why is it launched me all the way back here now? This death run is a little bit tricky. I have played it before. Nah, not going to launch me all the way back here, pal. Right, so we are. So that's basically what you have to do at this stage. I don't know why I keep falling into that. It's very annoying. Right, we're back here again. Nice one. I mean, you could do that, or you could do what I've just done before. Either way it works. But yeah, this death run is a little bit tricky compared to, because I will be posting other death runs that I've done before, and then there will be death runs that I haven't done before. But compared to the other death runs that I have done before, this is quite a tricky one. But you do get a good amount of XP off it. You know, the further you go, the more XP you get. Set off, come on. Don't know how that took so long to set off. But yeah, I don't want to waffle on, guys, about it. We're now on, I thought we were on 2,400 XP then. But I mean, we're still on like 800 XP. That's still pretty good. 790, now it's dropped by 10. Okay, it's dropped again for some reason. But see what I mean? The more that we get to these spots before, you know, obviously the number disappears. I think we did like 4,000 XP then, because we managed to get to 4-5 checkpoints before the number disappeared. So as I said, guys, I will be posting this onto my YouTube, and then I will be making a short out of it. Got away with that one. It's just about to reset again then, the spikes. As I said in my first death run as well, the reason that I like doing death runs, in my opinion, you know, it's obviously different for everyone else, but the two main reasons why I do death runs is A, because I enjoy, you know, you kind of just, unless it's a very difficult death run, I enjoy playing them because it's something that, you know, you can kind of calm down and chill out from. You can't get people shooting at you, you can't get people fighting you. You know, you obviously can get other people in the death run, you know, competing against you, I suppose. But if you put it as private, which I always go in private on my own, you know, if I'm with my fiance, then I might go into a public death run. And that's only because I don't like all the, you know, if there's anyone talking in there that I don't know personally. And obviously I don't want anyone to obviously swear, because if they swear then it wrecks my YouTube stream. Because YouTube, I think, have a policy of, they have this policy, if you're using any kind of foul language, it can result in your content being censored. There's a couple of rules on it, but I'd rather just be safe knowing that, you know, my content doesn't have any of that in it. So that's obviously my first reason why I like doing the death runs. The second reason why I like doing death runs is you get a good amount of XP off them. And, you know, even the ones that you don't get an amazing amount of XP while you're doing them. You know, in this one, in this occasion, you get good XP every checkpoint you do. Some of them you don't, but at the end you get you know, it's well worth waiting for the end, because you always get up to about 8,000 XP. That's on the lowest. On the highest, I've gotten 200,000 XP before, and it's a major way of leveling up your account. And because I didn't start, you know, when at the very start of when Fortnite started, I was more into Grand Theft Auto back then. You know, so I wasn't streaming Grand Theft Auto, but I used to play with a couple friends on Grand Theft Auto at the time, where obviously I found it more interesting than Fortnite at the time, because there was, you know, I didn't think Fortnite would get as big as it has done, and I was proven wrong, as were all my friends who were playing Grand Theft Auto. And then obviously when it started getting bigger and all my friends stopped playing online, I started to play Fortnite. And I had a friend from the past who's no longer a friend now, that you know, he started playing Fortnite, and so I joined in on the Fortnite. And realistically, I started from season chapter 2, season 7. I forgot there were spikes up above that platform, hence why I didn't just jump up that then. Because if I was to jump up there, I would have been caught by the spikes again. So, you know, I've been on since chapter 2, season 7. I don't know how that's gotten me because I jumped down. And you know, like always, you know, when you first start a game, you're not going to be fantastic at the game. Some people are. You know, some people that start games can automatically adapt to them. That was very lucky. I'm pretty quick at adapting to games, but I'm not going to adapt in the first season. You know, it's going to give me a couple seasons to adapt to it. What helped is obviously the fact that I've played on Grand Theft Auto, so the movement was there, but the building wasn't. And then when they brought non-building to the game, I was unsure about it at first, because I didn't know how it would go down. Would it go down like Grand Theft Auto, which, you know, I was a half decent player on there as well. And because I was being used to that kind of gameplay from Grand Theft Auto, when Fortnite introduced non-build modes, some of it is very similar to Grand Theft Auto with the mechanisms of how you're moving around. And obviously I've gotten a lot better at Fortnite since then. Excuse me. You know, since, as I said, since obviously non-build mode came out, I've gotten amazingly a lot better at Fortnite than I did when I was on the Grand Theft Auto. We have finished the death run now, guys. You know, the Wall of Champions. Subscribe to YouTube for a new death run map. I might just subscribe to Jelf. Oh, there's some bonus levels. Right, we're going to keep this going, considering I haven't finished speaking yet anyway. So now you're on 1,220, 1,188 now. XP. Could you jump down there? Okay. And what my point is out of what I've just been talking about is that on the career I want to get my level up a lot, and I think I've gotten to something like 1,800, level 1,800, because that's your overall level since you started playing Fortnite. And you know, I want to catch up a bit with everyone else. Excuse me. So that's the other reason why I do death runs, is because I want to get my level up overall. Oosh, how are we going to get out of this one? Oh, you can jump back up there, cool. So I want to get my level up. How did I not die then? I don't know. Where did you go from here? There. Nice. So what I was going to say is I want to get my level up. You know, I haven't played from the start, so I think where I'm at the moment, considering I've done Well, one full chapter and I'd say 4 seasons. So you're talking 1 chapter and 4 seasons that I've done, and I kind of speak that usually distracted me. And I'm at almost to level 2000 overall. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, there are better players than me on the game, and I'll admit that. Where does this go? Back to the start, okay. But you know, I'm happy with that. I know there's going to be better players out there, and they deserve their level. I thought that was like a little mini Easter egg there. That's my score, that's my player. But you know, there's also a lot of people that you know, cheat on the game. So I hope you've enjoyed this death run. I hope I haven't waffled too much. You know, I've tended to just kind of have a little bit of a rant and speak my opinion. It did only happen, well, it happened, I say only, it happened 7 times where the game lagged out and froze out. So I hope, obviously, don't know why my character's does it look like it's frozen again on my stream? Well, 7, 8 times now that it's lagged. I say only, but you know, not YouTube. Fortnite needs to sort their game out. You know, if I was one of the developers, I'd want to fix the fact that it keeps lagging out, and it's not just me that it happens to. You know, obviously, I've said and explained that my fiance and her mum, who also play on the games consoles, you know, my fiance plays on the Xbox, I'm on PlayStation. She plays right next to me. You know, the fiance's mum plays in the other room, and they never have the amount of lag that happens to me. As I said, I have looked into getting a VPN because apparently VPNs are very good with stopping some of the lag. You know, mainly most of the lag, some of the lag. I'm not too sure how much lag, to be honest, that it's meant to stop. I do think that, like I said, when I'm in Fortnite creatives or Fortnite death runs, it's to do with the game, the reason it lags out, and not to do with the players. I do think when it's on Battle Royale though, and it lags about and freezes whenever I go, and the reason I say this is because it doesn't happen until I get into a battle with someone, and then my game gets all laggy, it starts freezing, it starts glitching, and it's only when I'm around players that I've just gotten into a battle with. Another occasion is when I'm miles away from the storm. You know, I've only got 1 med mist, and it stops me and freezes me, and then by the time I come out of that situation, I'm half down with my health, and I've still got a long way to go. So those occasions, I think they are actually players. I've looked into it before. I've seen about DDoS attacks, which I've explained earlier on in the stream, which means that people intentionally freeze your game out when you come near them to get into a battle with them. But anyway, that's my rant. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Well, it'd be the video for you. If you do want to know this death run and the code, I can get you the information as well. Well, the code's at the top there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is 4158-0390-3668. So that's the code for this game if you did want to do the death run. Like I said, it's a bit tricky, but an interesting death run. You know, very cool. and you could get good XP out of it. So anyway guys, I'm going to be coming off this now. If you have any questions about the death run, obviously let me know in the comment section. I will be getting into my walkthrough either tonight or tomorrow, but that again depends on when you're watching this video. If you would be watching this video, then it would be either the day after I've uploaded or the day after that. What my schedule is basically, if I've uploaded a death run and I've uploaded a walkthrough, I'm going to be posting every other day onto YouTube now. And as I said, I'll be doing a YouTube video and then I'll be doing a short to that video to A, spice it up, and to B, advertise it. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.